The next method for quadratic equations is completing the square. Kind of alluded to that in the last section when it came to square root method, and in fact completing the square allows us to use the square root method. Example, if I had x squared minus 6x plus 13 is equal to 0. I can't use factoring to solve this. And we'll learn about the quadratic formula, but how can I get this to look like a perfect square? How can I get a perfect square trinomial? And the answer is this. I want to make this be a perfect square. So I'm going to say x squared minus 6x. I'm going to bring the 13 over, equals negative 13. And then I want to put a number here, and when I add to the left side, I need to add to the right side. I'm going to take the middle number, negative 6, divide by 2, and square it. So 3 squared, which is 9. This becomes x minus 3 squared is equal to negative 4. And from here, it becomes a square root method. So it's x minus 3 is equal to the square root of negative 4. So x minus 3 is equal to plus or minus 2i. So x is equal to 3 plus or minus 2i. If I gave you another problem, let's think along this line of let's do another one with just x squared plus 7x minus 2 is equal to 0. Add 2 to the other side. So x squared plus 7x, gap, 2. I want to put a number here, and also whatever I add to the left, I add to the right. So if we take the middle number, 7, and we divide by 2, and then square it, we get 49/4. Right? And if you notice, the 7/2 becomes what's in the parenthesis. And that's going to equal 2, so that would be 8 over 4 plus 49 over 4, so 57 over 4. And the same thing happens here. We're going to square root both sides. Square root. And our answer is this. So we have x plus 7/2 is equal to plus or minus the square root of 57 over 2. Subtract 7/2. So x is equal to negative 7 plus or minus the square root of 57 over 2. That's your answer. I think it can become more complicated is when you have a coefficient for a. So example would be 2x squared plus 10x minus 3 is equal to 0. Again, it's first step to bring 3 over. And then personally, I don't divide through. I factor out. So I do 2 times x squared plus 5x plus the box is equal to 3 plus 2 times the box because I'm multiplying it. 5 divided by 2 squared is 25/4. So this is 2x plus 5/2 squared, which is equal to 3 plus 25/2, which is 6/2, which is 31/2. And I'm going to do divide by 2. So I have x plus 5/2 squared is equal to 31 over 4. Square root, x plus 5 halves is equal to square root of 31 over 2, plus or minus. So subtract. We get negative 5 plus or minus 31 over 2. These are going to take some practice.